Hi, this is Greg with California GSP Rescue, and I just got back a little earlier from taking Cisco to see Dr. Kang. We were notified about a dog in the shelter the other day, and we reached out to offer to help, get more information. It turns out the dog is in need of medical attention. While I was at Dr. Kang, I was able to show him the medical records for this dog, and Dr. Kang was clear, this dog needs medical attention. Let's go take a look at him. I've been working with this rescue staff here for a number of years. That's a lot of dogs. This shelter, like so many shelters in Southern California, have just been overwhelmed for the past several months. They're doing what they can with what they have. You can help. Just share this video. Show people some of the dogs. I'm at the Riverside County Shelter in San Jacinto. Okay. Leave it to a GSP with a broken leg and with the other leg having a bad paw to get up and get on top of the crate. This is not gonna happen. I thought this guy was just gonna ride in the back, but I'm gonna have to put a collar on him. I don't need him climbing up in the front seat with a broken leg. We're gonna learn all about this boy. You're gonna wanna stick around and see him. I'm Greg.
And I'm Peggy.
And we're here with Finnick. Earlier this week, Peggy took Finnick to see Dr. Kang so he could get his surgery. What did Dr. Kang do?
Well, Finnick has a pretty clean break on one of his legs, so Dr. Kang put a pin in there and got that all set and casted. Was really happy with the way that that went. And then on Finnick's other paw, he had quite a gash in the main pad on his paw. So that's been cleaned out and stitched. We also got him neutered. So the poor boy's been through a lot this week, but you wouldn't know it. He's got a great attitude. Usually the dogs, when they've been under anesthesia, they're pretty quiet and they lay pretty quiet in the back of the truck. Not Finnick. Finnick was busy, to say the least. He wanted to be up front with me. The cast didn't bother him. The pad didn't bother him. Nothing bothered him. The funniest part was it was a long day, so Greg called me on the phone. And Finnick had whimpered just a little bit. I mean, he's been through a lot, right? And he heard Greg's voice come over my car radio. And he was the vocalest dog I've ever heard in my car. He was telling Greg all about what happened to him in a very, very loud voice. It was quite funny at the time. I felt bad. I was telling him all the terrible things that happened to him today. So Greg, can you tell me a little bit about Finnick and where he came from?
So Finnick showed up as a stray at a shelter, and we didn't know he had been hit by a car. It was just a stray. I typically reach out and let them know we can help. But when they responded this time, they sent me the notes. And I opened them and I saw immediately that he had been hit by a car and he needed medical. I reached out to the shelter and just said, hey, we can help. We saw you have a stray. Typically they hold them 5 days. They responded almost immediately within an hour and said, thank you, we'll put your name down and here's his notes. And I opened the notes up and I see he has a fractured leg and immediately knew that he needed medical attention. So I responded like, look, if you need, we can get him what he needs. They let us know that they were going to release him under a waiver to us. And that's when I immediately contacted Dr. Kang. I was actually there and I showed him a picture of the break. So he had a little bit of foresight what was going to happen. He came from a local shelter. He was a stray. No one came to get him. And like Peggy said, and I can tell you, this is a great dog. He is so easy. He's just really good. And this is him. I mean, obviously the break is limited, it's impaired, but how would you say he was when we was walking around the field? Was he
Oh, it didn't seem to bother him at all. His nose is 100% there. He's into everything. Of course, his gait is a little funny, but
But he goes. He just doesn't. It doesn't faze him. It's not like he's got to go a couple steps and sit down. But he was tired. We think he got a little tired. Would you say he got tired?
yeah, I think he got a little tired at the end.
But look at this.
Can you see his nose? His nose is so stinking cute. I love it.
What happens now with Dr. Kang?
Well, we take him back the beginning of next week for a recheck. And then the next week, he redoes his splint and we take another x-ray and we get a good look at what's going on. But he seems to be doing quite well with it. He's not trying to gnaw on it or knock it around. He's just kind of accepted the whole situation, is kind of going with the flow.
Even when he's injured, he didn't seem to mind being around the other dogs, which was really good to see, because a lot of times when they're injured, they don't want the other dogs around them, and they'll growl and they'll snap just because they want to keep that distance. But not him. He hasn't really minded at all.
And he does love attention.
Looking at probably minimum of 4 more weeks, probably more like 6 weeks, because we want to get him signed off by Dr. Kang. A lot will depend on how that break is healing, and as it heals, if it looks good, we'll be able to release him as soon as he gets that cast off and Dr. Kang signs off on him. Did they give you a bill?
Yes, they did give me a bill.
They gave you a bill? How much was it?
Yeah, I think he was close to $4,000 or $5,000 for this procedure.
That's a lot.
But he's a great dog. He's gonna come back from this and just be an amazing, amazing partner.
So if you want to know, get the updates, please hit that subscribe button and you're going to get all the videos, all the updates. You can watch the website too. We'll be updating the posts. If you click the link, that'll take you to the website, and that page will be updated as we get updates on him. So as he goes back to Dr. Kang and they do x-rays, we'll put little blurbs in there how he's doing.
And if you think Finnick could be the dog for you, put in the application.
Oh, definitely put in that.
Definitely got dogs for you. If Finnick isn't the right fit, we've got another one that's going to be perfect.